Got one of our stories here from one of your favorite contributors and mine, Iron Riddle.
451.
Oh, yeah, number 451, sharing another RP suppository. This is a good one. When I was a Sergeant E5, I had a female co-worker, Sergeant, 29, high 8, blonde hair, hazel eyes, very aware that the wall was coming. Bum, bum, bum. She did not want children and had goals to be Sergeant Major or Master Gunnery Sergeant in record time. She spent a crazy amount of time staying in shape and taking care of her appearance to avoid the wall. She was driven and dedicated Marine and a damn good leader. Unusual.
Oxymoron there. Okay.
She was courteous and respectful up and down the chain of command, but very friendly and joked around with all of her E5 peers and was not a garden tool.
Okay.
She would come into the shop in the morning after PT and ask me, "Hey, Sergeant Riddle, is my ass too big?" I would always respond with the same answer, "Sergeant Blondie, you know your ass is way too small for me, but you do have a nice six-pack." She would say something like, "Yeah, you wish you could touch my six-pack," or "Don't cream your pants because you can't use this washboard." And she would reveal those ripped abs.
Oh, my God.
Sounds like standard banter. Mm-hmm. She would talk this way with all E5s, both men and women, so I didn't think anything of it. On one occasion, Sergeant Brunette walked through our shop from a different department. Sergeant Blondie said, "Hey, Sergeant Brunette, makes you think you could just cut through my shop, leaving a stench trail of your nasty pussy behind. If you trim that hairy beast and shower more than once a week, you do us all a favor."
Damn! Savage! I like it.
How would you rate that burn on a scale of 10? That's a good one.
That's a 7.2-ish kind of thing.
7.2.
I had to be there to add any more to it.
Sergeant Brunette said, "Well, I'm here to talk to you, and FYI, I go full Brazilian, so F off." Blondie said, "Well, in that case, never mind. You want to go shower together?" Brunette says, "Oh, stop it. You know I'm married to Sergeant Manley." Sergeant Blondie said, "Sure I do. Perhaps he can join us or at least watch."
Oh, my God.
Our shop had about 10 workbench drawers with various aircraft hardware, and as the two female sergeants were talking, Sergeant Hydro from a different shop walked in and said, "Hey, Sergeant Blondie, I'm looking for some hardware and I need to get in your drawers." She responded in a flirty tone, "That's quite impossible because I'm not wearing drawers right now." Sergeant Hydro took a breath and held it as I think he was replaying what he said and then what she said. And he was so embarrassed he walked out without saying a word. All the above, nothing more than harmless fucking around. That's what we do. No homo, no lesbo, no sexual harassment, just young adults working hard and playing hard to laugh hard.
Yep.
To stay emotionally hard for hard times that inevitably come while serving in the military. Mm-hmm. One of our E3s, Lance Corporal, was on remedial PT for being overweight.
Ooh.
She was not just a little overweight. She was about a size 14.
Ooh.
Where Sergeant Blondie was 5'7" and a rock-hard size 6 with a hip-to-waist ratio around 0.75 and still very feminine.
Not bad, not bad.
Now, I like big butts. So Lance Corporal's 42-inch hips were nice, but she had a 44-inch waist and a 32-inch chest.
A 44-inch? That's full Tyrannosaurus Rexitis.
Yeah, that's a teardrop right there.
Yeah, oh, my God.
So her pear-shaped body, even for a civilian, was gag-worthy and a pass, even at last call after trying to drink her up to a 4.
Yep.
Big butt, big belly, no tits. Gross. Sounds like a gymnast, actually. A lot of gymnasts, after they quit doing the gymnastic thing, because most of them don't have much up here, they just explode down here,
yeah.
And then it's just a weird nut roll. I don't know.
Yeah, they blow up.
It's like you're holding onto a water balloon from the knot. It's just like blue.
Exactly.
Anyway, Lance Corporal came into the shop on her way back from remedial PT, still in PT gear, carrying a large bag of KFC and a 44-ounce sweet tea.
Oh, God.
Sounds like you're taking your PT very seriously.
Yeah.
If you were giving remedial PT to a dude.
And he showed up with that
I'd
smoke his bags on the spot.
Would the knife hand come out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I'd be like, put that shit down right now. Go get your PT gear on. You're doing a fucking 6-mile walk minimum. Shut up. Get to it. Fatty.
You know what? People underestimate the power of low self-esteem. Truly. Okay? Fat shaming and low self-esteem are terrific motivators to improve your situation. Why do you think the left is constantly trying to tell people who are mediocre at best, you're perfect just the way you are?
Well, that's where I came up with the marriage phenomena syndrome.
Yeah.
I had 2 guys about the same age, failed PT. They're overweight a little bit. I brought them in for a month, and I actually did PT with them every single day. And
Lead by
one
example.
guy lost about 21 pounds. The other guy didn't lose shit.
Oh, what
that
you've
guy
been doing
was
in your
married.
off hours.
And he was going home, and his wife is like, well, here's another scoop of potatoes. Have a beer. You look so tired. I'm like, what the fuck?
Come on.
What are you going to do?
I know. I'm really glad that my wife doesn't feed me like that, because I could very easily be like 300 pounds. She's a phenomenal cook.
Yeah, I know.
Every time I bring food over or call you, I'm like, I know, like, if it's 6:30 and your phone rings, like, fucking bastard's probably got food for me. Yeah. Buttered chicken. Of course I'm going to fucking eat that, you asshole. Bring me plasticware.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Or you'd come over, when we had the studio at the house. You want a homemade cinnamon roll? Fucking bitch. Of course I want a homemade cinnamon roll.
I hope she doesn't get mad when I say shit.
She doesn't. She thinks it's hilarious.
I'm telling
It's
you,
just like-
we should write a sitcom. That shit would be hilarious.
You've never met a more ungrateful person for getting his belly filled in your life. I swear to God.
I remember the cupcake thing.
Oh, yeah. That was all on film.
Yeah,
That was a slingback effect or something like that.
still
One of those
remember they were
episodes.
orange
I'm gonna eat
cupcake.
these
They were so
cupcakes.
good. Bastard.
There's a little bad pop in all of us, even your mother. That's a good shit. Where were we here? Okay, Remedial PT. We got way off of the weeds, but it's funny shit. Remedial PT came in with a large bag of KFC and, again, a 44-ounce sweet tea. So this is a sweet tea that has its own undertow.
That's like a liter of
Yeah.
sweet tea.
Perhaps there should be remedial nutrition training as well. Sergeant Blondie said to her, I need to talk to you in the office. 2 of them went in the office and closed the door. And I look over at Gunnery Sergeant E7 and said, my God, I'm so grateful Sergeant Blondie's here right now. Gunnery Sergeant said, hell yeah. From the office, we hear Sergeant Blondie going the fuck off. She lit her up like Times Square on New Year's Eve, and the ass chewing went on for about 15 minutes.
Nice.
Mostly because Lance Corporal wouldn't take accountability for herself and kept making excuses. Well, my wife keeps feeding me. I asked Gunny, are you going to be good cop before Sergeant Blondie kills her? He said, oh, hell no. I don't want to be part of any of that shit. Lance Corporal came out of the office with tears running down her face. Sergeant's boots still sticking out of her ass. But she was walking funny. Still on her way to go to the barracks to shower, change, and report back to work. And Sergeant Blondie stormed out of the office, launching the KFC into a 55-gallon trash can with sweet tea splashing back onto the floor, yelling obscenities. Fuck! Corporal Smith, get one of your shitbirds to clean up my fucking mess. Whole way out the door. I'm going to the fucking gym to work off this stress and stupid twat. Damn it, somebody shoot me. What a stupid fat-ass bitch.
See, I would love
Wow.
to serve alongside a woman that had that attitude.
Yeah, she sounds like she'd be pretty cool.
I think I've had one officer that was like that, and she grew up with 6 brothers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I remember.
That'll do it, yeah.
I got called up to the battalion, and she's like, "God damn it, Sergeant Pop!" I'm like, "Oh, thank God." She's like, "What?" I go, "It's about time somebody swore at me with some profanity." "All right, motherfucker!" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, it's good. Keep going."
Yeah, do it.
Oh, because like once you've been in the service for a couple decades, the ass tunes, you're like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah. That makes sense, though, because my wife was raised in a family. She only has 1 sister, 5 brothers.
Yeah.
And these dudes were some a-holes. They like killed her pet rabbit and cooked it and fucking made her eat it.
Oh,
They used to
my God.
knock the heads off her Barbie dolls and shit. She woke up like tied to a fucking tree in the front yard one time. Like, these dudes made sure that she grew up tough.
Wow,
Damn. There's some weird motherfuckers, I'll tell you what.
that's a little over the top.
A little bit over the top, yeah. Things happen. Down in Texas, I guess you got to make your own fun, especially if you spend 7 of those years not in Texas, but in Mexico. So, As long as you're not in the boy love part of town, I think you're okay. And then there was some more muffled profanities and phrases as the door closed out of earshot. Blondie was the type of Marine that I expected to do 30-plus years and retire as a sergeant major, single and without children. Women Marines were almost always like the examples above, either 1, awesome leaders, or 2, not worth the mud in their boots. It was very rare to find one in the middle. We needed Marines like her to help avoid sexual harassment accusations and all the other bullshit that goes on when men and women work together because of feelings. Blows my mind. We're trying to defend the country, and the enemy doesn't give a shit about our feelings. I just got in the weeds there, didn't I? Fuck, mother, fuckity, fucks.
It's all right.
I know this is a long backstory, but I'm trying to establish some character traits. They came where things changed with Sergeant Blondie. She met a civilian at the gym who was a beefcake beast. He had a decent career and worked on base, but aside from being tall, in great shape, handsome, and having a good job, no homo, he was a complete tool. After they met, Sergeant Blondie was still very friendly, but stopped being flirty with everyone. She still called out and worked out just as hard, maintained her leadership skills the same way as she did. Within 6 months, she was engaged to be married and recalled her reenlistment paperwork. Our gunnery sergeant was pissed. He and I were at the NCO club one night, and he vented for a good hour plus on how she was throwing her life away for a douchebag a-hole. He and I didn't understand how this a-hole just swept her off her feet. We thought she deserved to be with a nice guy because that's what women want.
Yeah.
Right. Rug.
And listen, once you get out of the Marine Corps, it's hard to get back in.
Yeah. My blue pill logic could not overcome how she went from a highly motivated, dedicated, supercharged Marine to what seemed to be a clingy, desperate, and needy for this total tool gym rat. It was interesting to watch the change in a woman that I knew, even though I had women in my past willing to give up their lives to be with me. I didn't know what those women were like before I met them. The women that were willing to change everything for me I perceived as clingy, needy, and desperate, which needed to be avoided. What red pill logic tells me now, women don't fall in love. They enter an alpha male frame, which is why they can leave so easily if you lose it. Women will repeatedly challenge the frame to make sure it is real. Sergeant Blondie was not needy nor desperate. She had genuine, burning desire for Jim Rat, fell into his frame, and thus would do anything for him. He had the right amount of a-hole for her to earn her loyalty, reverence, and respect. She married him as she joined him on his journey. Notice I didn't say he married her. Today they're still together and have 3 grown children, and she is still a size 6 and looks up to him. I would give her a 6.5 at over 50 years old. He has maintained his frame, and she is still very happy being in his frame. She has respect and admiration for him. If you pay attention, you can see this in a woman's eyes when she looks at you. Don't get that confused with dollar signs. You see that, you walk away. Make sure she doesn't look at other men that way, or she's a hooer. Walk away.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for her.
Yeah. This reminds me of an old cartoon from when I was a child, which has since been banned. A caveman would walk up to and club a sexy cave woman in the head, knocking her to the ground. Then the caveman would drag her away by the hair, and the cave woman wanted this and was happy. So here's the RP truths here. There's a fine line between total tool a-hole and alpha male. Women need to be in an alpha male frame to be happy. That alpha male frame varies from woman to woman. You must find the alpha zone that keeps the woman or women you are with happy. You must know and understand the right amount of alpha is always a moving target. When she enthusiastically wants you to bang her brains out every day, is always glad to see you, and occasionally calling you an asshole with conviction, you're right over the target. Too much alpha, and she'll be unhappy conversely. Too little alpha, and she will be unhappy walking away with half your shit.
Yes.
If you feel like you're jumping through hoops, increase the inner asshole because she is shit-testing you. Men need to stay on their path and choose a woman who will join him on his journey. Jim Rat had a path, was on his journey, and he found a woman willing to drop everything and join him. And guess what? She's happy. Women that try to get you off your path and onto hers will be a failed relationship eventually. Don't waste your time. Find the woman who will join you. Words of wisdom.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
For relationship guys.
In
not
today's
for
day and age, though, the way the women are being, conditioned from like the jump, that might not work anymore.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, like these feminist women, they want They want to be men. They have all these masculine traits.
Yep.
And you got alpha dudes or dudes with a good frame. They're not going to tolerate that.
No. And that's honestly what they're looking for. So there was an episode of Fresh Prince like real early on. You know, this chick, he wanted to get with her so bad. She was bossing him around. He let her do it. And then it was Carlton. It was like, no. You're not going to do this shit. You're going to apologize. We're going to go through the rest of this night. Otherwise, we're leaving here without you, okay? Do I make myself clear? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, yes, Carlton. Ah. But I've seen shit like that. Women who are just total bitches to, dudes who just would fall all over them and do anything for them. But the one guy who steps up and he's just like, no. You just put it in a box. Or I'll put it in your box, one way or another.
Yep.
And, yeah. Oh, okay. Some women genuinely, despite how much masculinity they throw out there, they really want to be told what to do. It's really the stupidest way to go about it, actually.
Yeah, well,
just goes to show you how brainwashed they all are.
If you're looking for advice on how to keep a woman, this is not the channel for you.
No.
I just tell you what to avoid.
Exactly. And you can do the rest yourself through process of elimination.
Yeah, because
if that's your desire.
Because I've never been able to, put anything together like that. Even my ex-wife, I mean, I guess you could say she was like that up until I got wounded.
Yeah.
And then I think that's what did it.
Yep. Well, listen, only ifs, right? Only ifs.
And for now.
Yeah.
It is. Make a great first husband.
Yeah, he make a great first husband. Oh, my God.
Pound some sand.
Exactly.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.